Hello, I'm McIlroy from Berthon International, and with the assistance of my trusty sidekick here, Murphy, we're going to show you over the Oyster 485 Jubilation. This particular example is from 1994. She has been a berth holder here in our marina for some time and enjoyed very good care and maintenance during that time. She's a very well presented and very up together boat. So white GRP topsides, teak led side decks and coach roof. And then we have the classic Oyster deck saloon with the sovereign eyebrow detail. Just sort of a hallmark of the Oyster design, really. Moving aft, the 485 is nice in that it's got that little bit of extra space aft on both on the coach roof and the aft deck itself. And Jubilation here is fitted with a good substantial set of davits as well. It gives you the ability to carry a good sized rib. One's got a 4-horse outboard which is mounted up there in the push pit as well. And of course, good sized sugar scoop there giving access to the sea. So let's just step on board. The last couple of years I've seen quite a few updates on board Jubilation, as you'll see as we go along here. The standing rigging there, just as we passed, that was 2012. She's rigged as a full-time cutter. Good size CQR up on the bow there, and I know from memory that's about 55 metres of new galvanised chain on a rope and chain gypsy there with its electrical windlass. So furlers on both staysail and Yankee. Sails, I believe, those are fairly recent. Those are from Mr. Pete Saunders across the road here. And those are finished in Vectron with grey UV strips, and those are 2018 if I'm not mistaken. The rig as a whole saw quite a refit throughout 2018 and 19 with new halyards. Both the rig, the boom and the vang were stripped and serviced and painted by ourselves here at Berthon. So she has a nice sparkly new mast. And again, throughout, most things have been updated in recent years. Canvas work there as well. The spray hood is a good example of that. Moving on to the aft deck here, 2 good-sized lazarettes on the coach roof. Ideal stowage for the life raft, warps, fenders and so on. And then you've got a large, deep, full-width lazarette right on the aft deck. And just Murphy's demonstrating the top of the gas locker there as well, just to the starboard side. Stepping up into the cockpit. Again, like a lot of the things in the boat, the electronics saw a bit of updating in recent years. 2019, a new plotter, and there's a nice bank of I-series sailing instrumentation above the companionway as well. And just pick up the bow thruster detail there as well, and the autopilot control head. And just stepping forward to the companionway, control lines and halyards and furling line for the main all led aft into the winches there, just port and starboard of the companionway. And those new Raymarine sailing instruments just above the companionway hatch. So stepping below decks, Jubilation was finished in light oak interior, which is in lovely condition throughout. And again, you can see the benefit of those deck saloon windows. The mid-blue upholstery in the saloon, again, that was recovered in recent years. So we have nav station aft in the saloon, the U-shaped seating to port, bench seating to starboard, and then the linear galley runs aft on the starboard side. So moving aft, we have there's a good large linear galley, twin stainless sinks, a very nice 4-burner Ocean Chef stainless oven and hob there as well. Nice sort of microwave fitted in, and a front loading fridge with a freezer compartment. Just looking on the central line here, there's 2 large panels that you see removed, giving full access to both the engine and generator. And again, the generator was replaced in recent years. Central line double berth in the owner's cabin. Seating to starboard, ample stowage and hanging lockers. Nice bright airy cabin as well. And of course then the owner's ensuite. Electric WC, and again that was a recent addition. Separate shower stall with thermostatically controlled shower, nice little teak bench, teak grating. All nicely finished in sort of white melamine with the oak trim. Again, just a detail there of the central line double berth. It's quite nifty here. We've got a little, well, a dedicated wet locker actually just aft of the engine room, which is insulated as well. Not a feature you see in a lot of modern yachts, I have to say. Just another little detail there of those saloon windows. And I see both the port and starboard windows, of the forward-looking windows there, open up to allow ventilation. So moving into the bow, we have a V-berth with an infill. That obviously drops to form a little seat as well, but you can see it sits on those fiddles to make a large double berth. Again, lots of sort of eye-level cupboards and so on, so plenty of stowage. Cabinetry, headlinings, general condition throughout, I have to say, is really nice. And then to port, we have that rather useful twin cabin. Both good-sized berths, again with hanging stowage. Just detail some of the cockpit cushions there just on the upper berth. So a cozy twin cabin. And then opposite that on starboard, we have the forward heads. Again, bright, airy, melamine finished with oak trim. And again, a good sized shower stall as well, with a thermostatically controlled shower. Holding tank on the forward heads, but not on the aft. So stepping back into the saloon. A detail here, a forward-facing chart table at the port-aft quarter of the saloon. And then the electrical distribution panels for both 12 and 220 volt. And battery isolators. Should just point out actually on the saloon table there is an additional leaf that goes in the centre of the table, extending it for dining. Jubilation is currently afloat with us here at our offices in Lymington and available for viewing 7 days.